Hello, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started with your love reading. We've already got cards popping out here, so let's see what we've got for today. All right, so we've got 3 cards out. We've got anger, okay. It says having resentment, under pressure, explosive temper. Then we've got cold shoulder, feeling ignored or rejected, being suddenly alone, aloof partner, and unavailable, struggles with intimacy, emotionally aloof, dating other people. We've got that aloof here twice now. And I feel like that's causing you a lot of frustration, a lot of anger. Maybe you feel like you're feeling a little left out in the cold. And these are for people who are already in some type of a relationship with somebody. I feel like the two of you guys do need a fresh start, and I want to say new opportunities, having to leave the past behind, and giving this person another chance. Spirit, please show me okay, and then working on the relationship, office romance, being a workaholic. And maybe that's why they're giving you the cold shoulder. It's like you want this fresh start, this new beginning, but maybe they work all the time and that's why they're giving you this cold shoulder. That's why you're feeling left out in the cold. And then we've got appearances, and it says projecting an image, being in the spotlight, narcissistic personality. So I feel like this person, they're just really wrapped up in their work, and their heart is kind of off limits. It's almost like they're aloof to what it is that you are needing at this time. The future column says harmony, working well together, being in tune, building deep trust. Maybe the two of you guys work together, Then we've got nostalgic, getting back together with an ex, stuck in the past, haunted by memories. Maybe you're nostalgic because this is something that has happened in the past, in past relationships, and you're seeing patterns here. I don't know if one just flipped or not. It kind of felt like it did, but I guess it didn't. Okay, and so I get a lot of roses, and then healthy choices, cleaning up your act, taking care of yourself, and choosing better partners. Bottom of the deck, yep, addicted. I do feel like this person is more addicted to their work. They could be addicted to some type of substances. And that is causing a lot of anger and frustration because they're working all the time. And maybe you're nostalgic for the way things were in the past. Maybe they used to bring you roses and that has now come to an end. They could have brought you, it didn't have to be necessarily roses, but flowers of some sort. And now all of a sudden these flowers are just dying, okay? And the reason being is because there's all work and no play. And there's no harmony in this relationship, and they need to make healthier choices, and so do you. Even if that means that you stop, holding up these appearances, oh yeah, I'm in a relationship, so everything is perfect, when really in all actuality, they think that maybe you're wanting too much, but at the same time, I feel with the addicted as the overall energy, and then the heart of the reading is working. They're addicted to their work, and instead of working on this relationship, they're working on their appearance to their community or to, their following, so to speak. And I feel like maybe the two of you could have gone to concerts together. You could have listened to different music together, because I do get that here. And pay attention to the music that is coming on, that is on replay. Maybe you need to make healthier choices with the music that you're listening to, as well. But because there might be some type of music that we listen to, when we listen to a certain type of frequency, it can bring out a lot of anger. It can bring out a lot of nostalgia. It can bring out, our addictions to the past as well. And maybe this person that you're dealing with, this is past programming. I feel like they've done this in multiple relationships. It's almost like, they put their heart up and they're like, it's locked off right now, and you can't get to their heart. So maybe you use sex and passion to get to them, but at the same time, you need to make healthier choices for yourself. I think for a lot of you, you're just nostalgic for the way things used to be, maybe at the beginning when there was romance, and now the romance is gone. You know, I see the frozen roses. It's like, what do we got here? Yeah, on the rebound. Someone is on the rebound. This could be a confusing ride. Take things slowly. Maybe you are a rebound to this person, and that's why things haven't changed. You know, whenever I, see people jump from relationship to relationship, it's because there's things that they haven't learned from the past relationship. So all they're doing is manifesting the same situation, just different player in the game. So nothing has ever really truly been resolved. And that's something that they need to work through. And then we've got devil in disguise. Someone may appear like an angel, but has a hidden dark side. Don't let them pull the wool over your eyes. So this person could definitely be, some type of a wolf in sheep's clothing is what I just heard. They say one thing, but they do another. They're wearing some type of a false mask. And maybe that's what it is. It's like, you're putting on the appearance of this happy, relationship when deep down inside, you're having a really tough time with the way things are going in this relationship. And I do feel like someone needs to get help with their addictions. It says sacred bond. You will have a spiritual connection that will allow you to see yourself through the person that you love. Only if they're willing to open themselves up and actually, allow this union, work on this union, really. And then what do we got here? Protected by love. Your partner will be protective of you, feeling an obligation to take care of you. Just be sure it's not possessiveness, okay? Bottom of the deck, we do have transitional love here. You're attracting a relationship that serves a transitional role. Could be a perfect pastime, okay? I almost get this. If this relationship doesn't work out and things don't begin to change, I almost get with this, it's like with the devil in disguise, it's almost disguising this as some type of a sacred bond. Like this person's jealousy or obsession, you're looking at it as like, well, this is protection. They love me, I'm not getting that. I'm not really getting that. I get that they're just, keeping up appearances. I feel like for this relationship to, get on the same page, you guys definitely need a fresh start. I feel like the two of you guys really need to talk and communicate in this relationship so that things can turn themselves around. So the two of you guys can make healthier choices, okay? So maybe for some of you, you're overeating, over shopping because of what you're not getting in this relationship. So it is saying like, okay, if you guys have done that before, it's time for you to work on that. We've got the 8 of coins here. I did say working. This person could be working all the time. Of wanting to acquire, finances and expertise and, all this other stuff. Then we've got the 10 of coins. Yeah. So I do feel like they are addicted to money. But they need to put more time and energy and effort into this relationship. And we've got justice here and we've got the hermit. So we've got Virgo and Libra energy here. I do feel like this is a very spiritual connection, just like the sacred bond and protected by love is talking about. But I feel like the two of you guys need to get on the same page. I feel with the justice card here, she's blindfolded. So it's almost like she's almost blind. And this could be he or she, whatever role you play in this relationship. But I do feel like, there needs to be balance in the relationship. It's what you put out is what you're going to give back or get back. The law of cause and effect, so there needs to be some type of a fair judgment when it comes to this relationship. And then we've got the hermit, which is all about soul searching. Like, what do I want in this relationship? What do I need from this relationship based off of, my past experiences and what I have been through? Okay. And what do we've got at the bottom of the deck here? Let's see. We've got the Ace of Cups. So it says emotional readiness. You know, this person needs to be ready. And I feel like for a lot of you, their attention and effort is on building their empire, building something that's going to last long term. But you know, they need to put more time and energy and effort into the relationship, because if it is not balanced, okay, where, you know, it's almost like, you know, it's all work and no play, right? If you're constantly, you know, and I've said this in multiple readings, I almost feel like I'm just constantly repeating myself. If in this relationship, this person is just working and working and working and working and working and working, and they're not putting any time or energy into the relationship and into their love life and offering you emotional fulfillment. That's what the Ace of Cups talks about, is emotional fulfillment. There's an imbalance here, you know? It's like, I almost get this horse where it's like they're in 1 minute and they're gone the next. It's like a very erratic and busy energy, you know? And then we've got the mirror effect underneath that. And it says, you'll share unwanted habits or traits with a new love interest, likely reflecting something within yourself. Every person that we come into contact with is a mirror of ourselves. It is a mirror of, maybe it's our likes or our dislikes, or maybe it is something that we didn't experience in our childhood with our mother or our father. And then we've got mixed signals. It says a lover is unsure of what they want, sending you mixed signals, causing you great confusion. Maybe it's best to move on. And then we've got right underneath that, one-way love. Unrequited love can be painful. Protect yourself and try to move past the pain in a positive way. And then we've got blocked from love. Okay? There may be emotional baggage from the past blocking you from true love. It's time to release it. I do feel like this person is definitely a mirror to you. I feel like this person, it needs to put more effort and work into this relationship, instead of just all work and no play. They need to work on this to create the balance, because, again, cause and effect. It's going to cause this person to go into hermit mode, to search for something else. You know, I do see her here with the flashlight. Okay. So it's like, you know, she's looking back at the past, but the flashlight is also focused on the future. So, you know, and I feel like what she's wanting is, you know, future love. She's learning the lessons and of, you know, what it's like to commit, but also traditional values. Maybe this person wants more of a traditional lifestyle, and therefore we have judgment here. Judgment is all about making that final judgment, you know, that's that final call to action. You know, Page of Coins here, we see these hot air balloons. This is about rising above, you know, any type of issues or confusion in this relationship. And then again, we've got that King of Coins here, and the King of Coins is about, he's wanting to secure his abundance is what he wants. He wants security, but she also wants security in this relationship. She wants stability in this relationship. She wants somebody who is also going to put the time and energy and effort into this relationship and not be holding back. I see him holding back on that coin. And again, I almost get the appearances. It appears on the outside that he's got everything going for him, but it can also be just an appearance. And I feel like they do see you as their empress. They see you as somebody that they want to build with. They see you as somebody that they want to, you know, create something new with. But they also need to nurture this relationship, because the Empress is all about, you know, she's nurturing, she's loving, she's kind, she knows her value, she knows her worth. And again, now we have the Taurus Libra energy here, but there's a lot of conflict in this relationship. You know, it's almost like, you know, we're butting heads. There could be some type of friction and conflict in this relationship. And then we have here the Strength card. So, you know, having to be strong, having to be resilient, you know, going that extra mile. And we need to make sure that both of them are willing to go the extra mile, because I do feel that this is definitely a wish come true for the both of them, but they have to get through all of these other things that are happening behind. I don't even feel like it's behind the scenes. I feel like it's just, this King of Pentacles to the Empress. The Empress is the ultimate divinity, whereas the King of Coins is just freaking king, and then we have marriage here. All right. This is marriage and commitment. And it says here, you will either take your relationship to the next level or you will get married. There is much to celebrate. And then we have that Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups talks about flowing attraction, somebody who is riding in. But also the Knight of Cups is somebody who is non-committal. And sometimes that King of Pentacles is more about his coin than he is about the relationship. And so again, there's that non-committal. What is more important? What does he value more? Does he value that pentacle more, or does he value love? And I feel like, love and money are both sides of the same coin when it comes to the Empress that we have here. The Empress is Venus energy. So I do feel, at the end of the day, you need to figure out what your Ace of Cups is, and try and rise above any of the tumultuous, any of the confusion. The Page of Coins here talks about recognized opportunity. There's lots of opportunity in this relationship if we can get past this obsession for work, obsession for, substances, obsession for, whatever it is. Maybe obsession for just wanting too much, but also not willing to put the work in to achieve those goals. This could be definitely, a stagnant routine between the both of them. And they, maybe there's a lot of passion between you. I see that with the Nine of Wands and the Ace of Wands. But I do feel like there is some type of heartbreak. And again, we've got that Five of Coins here where somebody is feeling left out in the cold. So I do feel like there needs to be some type of a conversation about, this person maybe even missing out on an opportunity because they're not focusing on what they're gaining. They're focusing on what they've already lost. So it's almost like they're pouring out the one cup that is there, that is on offer to them. And that is this Ace of Cups here. They're not seeing what's behind them because they're too focused on what they're not getting. I do feel that a lot of you guys with this fairy tale romance, it could feel very magical, but also you want to make sure that it's not an illusion. And working on a friendship between the two of you. For some of you, maybe it's not marriage and commitment. Maybe you decide to do something that's more common law, something that is non-traditional where you guys just live together. But this is definitely going to be some type of a conquest for the both of you. I do feel like there will be, at the end, a lucky twist of fate. Because someone here is very determined. I feel like the both of them are very determined, but I do feel like it's going to be a long road. So for some of you, maybe you need to pull back your sexual energy from this individual so that it is not clouding your vision on the future. It says having a dry spell or sex drought can be frustrating, but it doesn't have to be. Take the time to love yourself first. So for some of you, maybe it's time that you go abstinent, maybe. And I feel like that will definitely be a very transformative energy, especially for some of you if you're dealing with a third-party relationship. It does not necessarily have to be like there's someone, romantically. It could be third parties, again, their work. It's other people who are getting involved in this relationship, but it could also just be the fact that they're working all the time, which again, I keep seeing that anger card. It's creating a lot of frustration and anger within you. It's triggering you. And I feel like it's something that the two of you guys definitely need to sit down and talk about so that the two of you guys can get on the same page. And maybe you're saying, peace, I've already had this conversation with them and they're just not listening. Well, then you have a choice to make. Do you want to continue going down the same road of, you having to talk over and over and over again about what you need from out of this relationship? Or you can always make a choice to work on yourself, work on your own self-love, and be like the Fool here and take a leap of faith into the unknown and maybe by yourself, because regardless of what you choose, there will be victory, and your intuition is definitely telling you what you need to do. So listen to your gut. Listen to your intuition and then make this decisive decision, you know, when it comes to what you choose for your future. I keep looking at this card too. It says dreaming. So for some of you, maybe you are dreaming, you're having dreams, and it says here, you spin your web in faith, hoping to catch a break. Every action is met with a miracle, even if you don't see it. So keep that in mind. Pay attention to your dreams. Anyway, you guys, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in a personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. It does help my channel grow. And check me out on Facebook and Instagram. And I will chat with you again soon. Take care.